mechanics. Today we'll start module 4, which is orifice and mouthpieces and notches and wheels. So in the module 4 we have two parts, one is orifice and mouthpieces and notches and wheels. So first we'll see the first part of the module 4, that is orifice and mouthpiece. So here these are the contents what you're going to study in a module 4. So in the orifice and mouthpieces, that is the introduction to orifice and the different classification of orifices, and later a flow through orifice, which is the derivation what you're going to study, and after that the different types of hydraulic coefficients and the problems on those hydraulic coefficients, and later what is mouthpiece and the different types of mouthpieces, and at the last you are going to study one type of mouthpiece, that is called as mouthpiece. So whereas you are not going to solve any problems in case of mouthpieces, so whereas you have problems only on the hydraulic coefficients CV, CC and CD. So we'll see. So first we'll see the introduction, what is orifice first. So coming to the definition of the orifice, in the figure you can see. So in this figure you can see. So here, see, orifice is just an opening. It is, you can see here we have, these are the different types of orifices. So it is just a small opening. Here you can see in the two figures, other two figures. So it is just a small opening which is provided at the side or at the bottom of the tank. Okay, so basically to measure the rate of flow. So you can see here, so the definition is, it is just a small opening of any cross section. It may be circular, it may be triangular, it may be rectangular. So it may be of any cross section, so which is provided at the bottom. Here you can see the orifice is provided, the opening is provided at the bottom. So whereas in the first figure you can see the opening is provided on side of the tank. Okay, so it is a small opening which is provided at bottom or at the side of the tank to measure the rate of flow, where the water will be flowing or the fluid will be flowing through that opening. So here, so as I told, it is provided in a side or at the base of the tank, as you see in the figure. So it is provided at the side or at the base of the tank, and here it is used to measure the discharge. What is the quantity of discharge which is flowing through that opening? To measure the discharge, we'll use this orifices. So next is, what are the different types of orifices are there? So that is the classification of orifices. See, based on different parameters, we have a different types of orifices. The first parameter is based on the size of the orifice and also head of water over the orifice. So based on those two, we'll classify the orifice as a small or large orifice. Based on the size, it is classified as small or large orifice. So that is the first classification. So what is a small orifice means? So if the head of the liquid from the center of the orifice is 5 times the depth of the orifice, then it is called small orifice. If the head of a liquid is less than the 5 times the depth of the orifice, then it is called large orifice. What is the head and what is the head? You can see here. So the depth of the orifice is nothing but the diameter of the orifice. Whatever the depth of the orifice, the opening, this is the depth of the orifice. So whereas the head of liquid from the center of the orifice, in the figure you can see that is the small h. Small h is the head of liquid. If this small h is more than this, for example, if we consider the depth of the orifice as d, small d, then if h is more than 5 times d, then it is called small orifice. If h is less than 5 times the depth, then it is called large orifice. So that is the first classification of the orifice. The second one is based on the cross section. We have four different types of orifices. One is circular, triangular, rectangular, and square orifices. Here you can see. So the circular cross section, triangular, rectangular, and square types of orifices. So, and based on the shape of the edge, the orifice is classified into sharp edged orifice and bell mounted orifice. In the figure, you can see based on the shape of the edge means this is the top edge, the tip of the orifice. So, based on this edge, it is classified into sharp edge. The first one is a sharp edge, and the second one is a bell mounted orifice. The next classification is based on the nature of discharge. So based on the nature of discharge, it is classified into free discharging orifice, and the second one is submerged orifice. Again, in the submerged orifice, we have two subclassification, that is fully submerged orifice and partially submerged orifice. So the figures you can see, this is the first figure is the partially submerged or partially drowned orifice. Submerged orifice is also called as drowned orifice. So, and this is a fully submerged orifice. The second figure is a fully submerged orifice. In the figure you can see the orifice, the opening is filled half. This is the upstream and this is the downstream. See, at the downstream you can see the orifice. So the water is filled half of the orifice. Whereas here you can see the opening is completely submerged in the water. It is inside the water. So that is a fully drawn orifice. These are the classification, different types of orifices. So in the next class, we'll see the flow through orifice. Thank you.